Hey, welcome to Wednesday. So glad you tuned in today, talking about Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13:8. Today I want to look over at the little story in 1 Samuel 17. Little David. Well, we call him little because they say experts claim he was only about 5'5", 5'6", only a 15 or 16-year-old in this story about Goliath. And people have heard this story for centuries in Sunday school classes, David and Goliath. But something very important about this is how he refers back when he's talking to King Saul. You remember he went to see his brothers and bring some food to them there at the battle lines there, and here's this Goliath scaring the whole country for 40 days straight. And he sees this guy come out and he says, well, who is he? I can whip him. I can take care of him. I can finish him off. And everyone can't believe it. But finally the word gets to the king, and the king brings him in because the king's desperate to find a champion, you know. And David comes in and he says, I can take this guy on. He's defiling God's armies. He's coming against God. And in verse 33, the king says, he says to him, well, this guy's been a killer since a killing machine since he was your age. You're just a teenager. And then David says something real important. He says in verse 34, he says, listen, King Saul, I was a servant for my father, and I took care of his sheep, and a lion came out and a bear came out grabbing my sheep and trying to kill him, and I went and I killed that lion with a knife. And I grabbed that bear and I killed that bear. And he goes, and this Philistine's going to be no different than those animals. God's going to deliver him into my hand. The value of this is that everything God's done in your life, you have to build on that. Your past successes, your past victories with God, with Jesus working in your life, because he's the same yesterday, today, and forever, you never have to worry about the future. Whatever he's done for you in the past, you know he'll come through again in the future. And if he hasn't done much for you yet, it's because you just need to trust him more. And other people who have trusted, listen to their testimonies, listen to what God has done. You know, if he did it for someone else, he'll do it for you. He's no respecter of persons. But I think it's so important to all of us, we got to build our future confidence on our past experiences with Jesus. Look at what he has done and build on that for bigger and better things. If he met the $10 bill and need you had, now he can meet the $50 one. You have to keep your faith moving forward. He's the same. We need to grow. Whatever he's done before, he can do again today. So make sure that you remember he's the same. Don't let anything in your life hold you back from the greatness God has for you. Have a great day.